Hey everybody, welcome to another video, and today we'll be using the product rule and the quotient rule to differentiate different types of functions. So let's jump straight into an example. Our number one will be y is equal to x plus 4x times cotangent of x. And just for fun, let's have this x be cubed. Okay, so our product rule states that if we have f of x and we have g of x and they're being multiplied by each other, to take that derivative we have to differentiate f of x and keep g of x the same, and then we have to add it to f of x times the derivative of g of x. So this is relatively straightforward. As long as you know all your rules, you should be perfectly fine. So first, let's identify our f of x and g of x. This can be our f, this can be our g. So the derivative of y will equal to the derivative of x. This is our f function, so we have to differentiate it. So we just use the product rule and we get 3x squared plus 4. Then we simply keep our g of x the same, so we would just rewrite cotangent of x. Now I have to do the plus sign. We can put these in brackets so it's a little more organized, just for better understanding. Then we have to keep our f of x, so we're going to keep this function again, x cubed plus 4x, put this in brackets again, times the derivative of g of x, and the derivative of cotangent of x is negative cosecant of x. Sorry, negative cosecant squared of x. Okay, and this would be our answer. We could simplify it, but we can just leave it like this. Okay, let's do number 2. It will involve some natural logarithms. So y is equal to x squared plus 1 times the natural log of x. So again, the derivative of y, this will be our f function, and this will be our g function. So we find the derivative of the f function, which is just 2x, and then keep the g, which is just the natural log of x. Then we keep that original f function, and we differentiate the g function, which is the natural log of x, which is just 1 over x. We could, again, simplify this using algebra, but we can just keep it like this. Now we have the quotient rule, which is honestly very similar, and I'll demonstrate you right now. So again, if we have the function f of x over the function g of x, so let's say h of x is equal to f of x over g of x, the derivative of h of x will be the derivative of f times g of x minus f of x times the derivative of g of x over g of x squared. So you guys can probably notice some similarities between the two rules, and let's start applying them right away. So our first question, we can have y is equal to x to the power of 3 plus 2x over x squared minus 1. And this will be our f function, this will be our g function. So y derivative, we have to differentiate the f function, which is just simply 3x squared plus 2. And then we keep the g function, which is x squared minus 1. Then we subtract. Remember, in the quotient rule we subtract, and in the product rule we add. Now we have to keep the f function, so we have x to the third plus 2x. And then we differentiate the bottom function, which is just simply 2x. And now, in contrast to the product rule, we actually have to divide by the g function squared. So we're gonna have g squared minus 1, all of this squared. Now, again, we could simplify this, but we can just leave it like this. Now for number 2, we're gonna have our question is gonna be a little more difficult. We're gonna have y is equal to x squared over tangent of x. So the derivative of y will be equal to the derivative of x squared, which is just 2x, and then we keep the tangent of x. Then we subtract, keep the top function, and find the derivative of the bottom function. And if you know your trig derivatives, you know that the derivative of tangent of x is equal to secant squared of x. And once again, all of this over the bottom function squared, which is just tangent squared of x. So yeah, you could simplify this. I think you can even simplify some of the trig, but we'll just leave it like this. Okay guys, thank you for joining me in this video. In the next video, we'll actually learn how you can use the chain rule instead of using the quotient rule. I hope you have success in your calculus class. Have a good day and goodbye.